कैसे हैं आप लोग? हाउ आर यू? राइट इन चैट बॉक्स इफ यू फाइन समथिंग. Okay, I hope you all are fine. Okay, so from last four session we are teaching you about basic of CPP. Okay, so continuing that, in this fifth session we will teach you operators and some patterns problem. So Adarsh and Amruta will be taking your session. So before starting, I want to say you something, that if you face any problem in this session, then you can ask your doubt in chat box. Feel free to ask doubt and make this session more interactive. Okay. So I hope you will take maximum out of this session. So Others and Amruta, you can start. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Sushil sir, for giving a really good intro. So, guys, before we begin, if you guys are having anyone joining, say them to join fast. And before we begin, operators and pattern problems, have your notes handy and a pen so that you can note about it. And we will move on. So, I am Amrita Sri. I'm the competitive programming member in Codechef, and we also have Ada Sora.
Hello everyone. So I am Adar Soro. Welcome you all to our course session about the operator and problem. I am an event manager. I am also part of the AIML team at STC. And just a second, guys. So in this session, what we are going to do is we are going to clarify all your previous doubts. Okay, like if you have any problem regarding regarding our previous session, okay, do ask in the comment section. Our executive member will try to answer as soon as possible. And also, if you haven't attended the last session, okay, you can watch that again from our WhatsApp group. Yeah, okay. So in this session, we are going to explain you about what operators are, and how many types of operators, and also about the pattern problem. The I yeah like that you guys we're having some problems in this, right? So we are going to explain this pattern problem in this session only. And also at the end we have some awesome questions, some amazing questions for you at the last as your homeworks. So, guys, let us start with operators. Operators are nothing but they are basically symbols. Like in mathematics, remember we use the plus sign to add to variables. We use the minus sign to subtract those variables. Yeah. So, in layman term, operators are just like that. Okay. But in the programming community, this is not just the operators are not limited to these only. Okay, in uh, in programming there are basically six type of operators: arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, assignment and misc operators. Okay, and this is quite a big topic and very interesting topic to read. Okay, so let us move ahead with the arithmetic operators. And now, Amrita.
Yeah, so guys, as we have many operations like addition, subtraction, as the result, we also have many types of operators. So the first one is arithmetic operators, and here I can define it like operators that operate by one or two operands. So firstly, we have unary arithmetic operators and also binary arithmetic operators. So here, I hope everyone is aware about binary arithmetic operators. So which is like basically the plus, minus, asterisk, and slash, and the percentage sign, which can be like the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and this slash is for the coefficient result and the percentage is for the reminder result. So I hope this one is really good for you guys, like you might be having a info about this. But what is unary AO? So here we have the increment and also discrement, which is like a plus plus and minus minus. So what is this? We need a more information about this, so the next slide explains about it. So here, in the increment and discrement, we not just are having like the a plus plus and a minus minus. We also have like it also, the variable comes before the plus plus and also the after it. So we basically call it like pre increment and also the post increment. So there are like two examples over here, like the codes which actually differ, give the example of how they work. So the first code is actually the post increment, and the second one right now is the pre increment. Similarly, also the pre and post decrement also works. So the next one we go.
So hello guys. So this is relational operator. Okay, like remember in mathematics we used a single equal to sign to yeah, to compare two elements. Okay, but programming doesn't work like that. Here we need to use two equal to signs for comparing elements. Okay, like what relational operator does is basically it compares two element, okay, sorry, two variables, and then it gives a boolean value. And what boolean value is, it's just true or false. Okay, so there are basically six type of relational operators. Okay, the first is yeah, comparison. Okay, like this is used to compare two elements. Okay, like if in this example, if a and 3, yeah, sorry, a and b, so they are different, right? So in therefore if we compare a and b, this gives false. And yeah, and there is one this. Okay, so this is a not operator. Okay, so what it does, it if these values are not equal, then it will output the true. Okay, this is a greater than and this is smaller than, and yeah, the same, this is greater equal to and this is smaller than equal to. Okay, so yeah, these operators are just very basic ones, and you need to remember all these. Okay, but there is one thing, like this specific, this equal to is quite yeah, quite confusing, I know. Yeah, this specific operator confused me for like 2 months in programming. Can you believe that? So remember it. And yeah, so let's move ahead. So yeah, just a second guys. Yeah, and this is one example. Okay, like we generally use these operators for inside the if statement and while, and we can also use it some other places. Okay, so yeah, let's move ahead with logical operators.
So, guys, here am again. Like, what are logical operators generally? Like, I hope you guys are came across the question, like, the number which is divisible by both 2 and 3, or 3 and 5, something like that. I hope everyone is familiar with that type of questions. So, to solve that type of operations, we have here the logic operators, which are helpful for to deal with questions like that. So here we have and operator, or operator and not operator. So also here I have given two examples to explain their working. So here there is a condition like if n is divisible by 2, like basically the syntax if I explain, and also it's divisible by 3, then the statement will be 2 if that's both is divisible by 2 and 3. And here the or operator will be like whether it's divisible by 2 or 3 or both. So like this we have all of the logical operators defining like that. And we have the next one, bitwise operators.
So guys, one thing I wanna add it. Okay, so the logical operator basically helps us to make our code smaller. Okay, like in this situation, if we just use the normal if and else statement, okay, then we had to use first if statement and then else if. Okay, but what it does is like we can put both these condition in just one line. Okay, and so yeah, we will give you some examples at the last two. Okay, so now with bitwise operator, guys, this is the hardest operator. I know. Okay, like why it is hard, because we cannot perform operations in this just like the normal integers. Okay, we have to convert first all the integers or float or double any value to their binary form, then only we can do operation with this operator. Okay, so yeah, as you can see in the example, like there first let me tell you about all the type of operators in the bitwise operator. Okay, so there are basically 6 type of operator in the bitwise operator. Okay, like there is AND operator, OR operator, and XOR operator. We have read about all these 3 operators in our 10 our 12th. Okay, so these are just like that one, but there are 3 ones which are new to us. Okay, the first is ones complement, and there is a left shift, there is a right shift. Okay, so let me teach you about this a little bit more. Okay, so as you can see in the example, we have 5 and 6 as A and B. Okay, so what and used to do, tell me in the comments, like, have you remember, guys? Hello, do you remember what and does? It's in front of you too, so you can copy it too, right? So write in the chat box so that I know if you are listening or not. uh let's move ahead. So what AND operator does is, okay, like it is like a bit like multiplication. Okay, so if both are 1 and 1, then only it will output 1, else it will output the 0. Okay, so 1 second, guys. Yeah. So if we take it like 1, 1, 0, and 0, and the second one would be 0, 1. Sorry for the bad handwriting. So what will be the output? The output would be 0, 0, 0, and 0, because what AND does is it it just multiplies this one and this one. So there is no, like, you can see, right? So the output will be 0, 0, 0, 0. So okay, so now then, guys, let's move to the binary OR operator. What it does is, if any of the if any, like in 5, the 5 means, what is the meaning of 5? Like 0, 1, 0, 1, and 6 is 0, 1, 1, 0. So in binary OR operator, like we have the first element here. Okay, so this is yeah, so this is 1 and 0. So if any of these two are 1, then it will print 1. Okay, if both are 1, then also it will print 1. But only if both the values are 0, then only it will print 0. Okay, and there is one XOR operator. What it does is a little bit interesting than the AND and OR operator. Okay, so if both of the values are same, okay, like if the both values are either 0, 0, or 1, 1, then only, yeah, then it will print 0. And if any of the any yeah, if they are different, then only it will print 1. Okay, and there are one more, like binary ones complement. What it does is, it is just uh, yeah, converts the value. If the if the element is 0, okay, then it will convert it to 1. If it is 1, then it will convert it to 0. Okay, just like that. And there we have our uh, yeah, and there we have our binary left shift operator. 1 second. Yeah, binary left shift operator. Okay, so what it does is, it just move the elements to the left side. Okay, uh 1 second. uh, so what it does is, like here there is 0, 1, 0, 0. So if we shift the element by one place, okay, so it will just add a 0 here. Then what will the output? It's 1, 0, 0, and 0, like this. Okay, so this is basically what the binary left shift does. Okay, and for binary right shift, it is just the opposite. Like in the left, like we add a 0 in the left, and in the binary right shift, it reduces 1, 0 from the right. Okay, so what, yeah, if we remove this 0, then what will happen? Then it becomes, yeah, like 0, 0, 1, 0, which is 2. Okay, so this is what bitwise operator is. It is quite confusing and quite hard. Okay, but it is very, very important for us to remember. Okay, like it helps us and making our code very fast and very efficient. Okay, so guys, it is very important. So now then, Amrita, continue with the assignment operator.
Yeah, sure. So we have this assignment operators, which are like a make the work easy type of operators. Like for me, I was not knowing about this like plus equals to type of thing, and I was writing my whole code like a is equals to a plus b the whole time. And after knowing about this, I came to know about my assignment, like how easy it is. Like so, let me explain you guys the syntax of it. So basically, there will be like a is equals to a plus b, right? So you can just simplify that syntax to a is equals to plus is equals to b. And similarly goes with the minus and also the asterisk and also the slash, and the ideal part equals to, which is like the common thing. And are you guys are having any doubts in this part, like how it works or something like that? So we move on to the next operators. Yeah, sure, we'll be sending the PPT after the session.
Guys, these operators are really important, okay? So do
Yeah.
focus and ask any problem if you are having, okay? Like this is the base of coding. If you are going to learn any language, whether it is C, Java, C++, Python, it is important, okay? It is the same in all the languages, so it is an important topic. So do focus if you are not. So let's move ahead with the misc operator. Okay, so it is, yeah, like in some, yeah, somewhere this is also called other operator, but I like the misc operator much better. So this basically have four type of operator. Okay, the first is size of operator. Yeah, this can be a little bit different in other languages, like in Python we can do it. So in here there is in C++ we have the size of operator. What it does, it will show us the size of any variable. Okay, like if, just a second guys, yeah, so if we have chosen anything like int a, yeah, int a is equal to 5. Okay, it's an integer. Okay, so what is the size of an integer? It's 4, right guys? So if we use the size of operator over this a, then what will it will give us? It will give us just the size of a, which is 4. Okay, then we have the condition, yeah, this conditional. Okay, so what it does is, guys, like it we know the if else. Okay, so instead of writing the 4 line of code for just two conditions, okay, we can just sorted all those conditions in just one single line. Okay, so we will show you the example of this in a little bit too. Okay, so do not worry guys, and it is just for making our life simpler. Yeah, and it is quite interesting too. So then we have the cast operator. What it does is it converts one data type to any another. Okay, so like here, see guys, we have a float value 4.350. Okay, like and then we are using the cast operator over it. We are converting it into an integer. So now what will happen? The 4.350 will turn into an integer, which is 4. Okay, and if it were 4.6, what would have happened? Like it would have converted into 5. Yeah, so that's how the cast operator works. It just converts one data type to another. And what is the comma operator? So it is one more operator in the misc operator, which like here, see the example. Okay, like if we are doing it like int a is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3. Know this guys, this is not an array. Okay, so yeah, so after that we are, yeah, see here, like if we are doing it like this. Okay, so what comma operator does is it lets the value a to be choose to be the last one. Okay, so like if we put anything here, so what would be the last element of this thing that will be selected. Okay, so here the last element is 3, so a will have the value of 3. So this is what comma operator does. Okay, so now then guys, just a second. Yeah, so we will move ahead. Okay, so then we have we have an interesting topic, which is precedence. So uh, we have 3 questions for you. Okay, so can you answer these? Like these are basic, really basic questions. So I'd like you guys to answer it. Hmm? Yeah, answer the first one, the easiest one. Okay, so int a is equal to 5 into 4 by 2 plus 1. Just apply the basic mathematics.
So we already got the answer like 11 from Aman Bhaskar.
Wow, great one, Bhaskar. So can you solve this one?
Okay, Tash also.
Great, Utkarsh.
Everyone try the
The
levels of
second one, the medium one, try that. Hello, medium one, try that, guys. Mm-hmm. Great, Aman, Bhaskar, and Utkarsh too. Wow, awesome, guys. I guess only you two are studying here, right? And all the others are just time passing. Ah, this is a very basic question. You should be able to answer it. But if you are not, then we are gonna, yeah, the the last one too, Great Aman Bhaskar. So, guys, let's move ahead. Yeah. So, what is precedence? You remember the Bodmas in mathematics, like which we learned in the class 4. Remember Bodmas, Bodmas. It's just like that one, guys. Bodmas. Okay. So, what in wait, I will just show you. Uh, can we type it? Yeah. Bodmas. Is it visual? Uh, so this is Bodmas, right? So what does B means? B means bracket, O means of, D means division, M means multiplication, A means addition, and S means subtraction. Okay, so what this shows? This just shows that the precedence of mathematical operators. Remember in math we used to do like the brackets have the highest priority, then we have off which has the second highest priority, then we have division which has the third highest priority, then multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So the precedence operator or precedence is just like that in programming too. Like we have something oh, 1 second. So we, sorry guys. I, so we have something here, okay, like the postfix, which is this is showing the, yeah, hmm, yeah. So in this, hmm, I I forgot the main term. So the left to right, right? So the, sorry guys, I forgot the main term, but you are understanding it, right? Like in the bottom, the highest priority is B and the lowest priority is subtraction. Okay, so just like that one here. So in this, like left to right, so left has the lowest priority and right has the highest priority. Sorry, left has the highest priority and right has the lowest priority. And you should screenshot this table. Okay, this table might be helpful to you in future too. So that is why I do have a screenshot of this. So let us move ahead now. So you guys had asked for the pattern problem, and here we have the pattern problem. So yeah, so basically there are many types of patterns. Okay, so this is a pyramid, complete pyramid, like, and this is a right angle triangle which is left shifted. And there are also right angle triangle. This is the right angle triangle with the integer value. This is the right angle triangle with which is printed with the ASCII value. And we are gonna show you guys what are all these. Okay, so let us move to the code. Mm, screen one. Just a second. I am again sharing my screen. I Yeah, it is visual too. Okay, so this is hmm. So this is the right angle triangle. Okay, so what we are doing is first we are taking our input n. Okay, and then we are taking the input from the user first initializing. Then we are taking the input from the user. Okay, then we are running a loop. The first loop is, yeah. So here what we does is we yeah, if it's not visual, let me increase the size a bit and hide this, and then okay. So see guys, what we do here is, first there is a star, then in second line we have 2 star, then in third line we have 3 star, then in fourth line we have 4 star, then fifth we have 5 star. So in the right angle triangle, this is basically what happens. All right. So guys, uh, huh. So this is basically what happens. Okay. So for the first loop is, it will run till n elements. Okay. And the second loop is like, it will just run till the value of I. Okay. So first let me run the program. Yeah. And oops, sorry, we need to comment it out, right? So guys, yeah, first, okay, know this. If you get any error while doing programming, it is okay. Like, it is really okay. With errors are fine. Everyone gets error. So do not worry. Like, if you are getting any anything magical, like when doing programming, it is expected to have error. If you are not having errors, then then you may be a god or something. Or if you are having some error, then you are a human like me. So now, like in the second loop, we are running till I. Okay, if at the first time the value of I is 0, so nothing will print. As you see here, nothing has been printed in the first line. So in the second line, the value of I will 1. So j 1 second. So in the first line, value of I will is 0. Okay. So this loop will run just one time. Okay. Why it will run one time? Because it is the greater than equal to operator. Sorry, smaller than equal to operator. If it was just the smaller than operator, it would have not been, it didn't have run. Okay. So it will run just once for at the first time, and it will print this star, and we have one space. What happens if we remove the space? Let us see what happens. Okay, so now then, let's again put 5 here. See, we received this is not very pretty like the first one, so that's why let's put a space here. Yeah. So the first, at the first turn, what will happen is, it will just run for once, and then what this does is, it will just move our cursor to the next line. So as you can see here, yeah, from here to here, and from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, just like that. It's very simple. Okay. So then it will run first time, then it will run second time, then it will run third time, and it will run till this value has been satisfied. This value is wrong, incorrect. Okay. What we are doing here, you learned the operators, right? Which operator is it? Tell me. You did learn, right? So tell me, which operator is it? Remember? Hello, Utkarsh and Aman Bhaskar. You were the bright students, right? So tell me, which operator were we used here? Like this one. Relational operator, guys. Yeah, correct. But it is in the relational operator. Okay, so we are using relational operator here too, and here also. And which is this one? Yeah. What operator is this? Tell me. Arithmetic one. Okay, we don't have much time. Okay, more than half hour already passed, and we have much to cover. So let's move ahead. So this is basically our program for the, yeah, for the normal right angle triangle. Okay, so and if you have any doubts, you can ask. Okay, so do ask. Then so let's move ahead with something interesting. You guys know the ASCII value? Tell me. ASCII value. ASCII. This one. Okay. So I guess in previous sessions they would have taught you ASCII value. Okay. So never mind. What ASCII is, like, it is a Yeah, it is it basically gives every character a specific number. Okay, so like it has also given the some specific numbers to our alphabets. Okay, like just a second, I will show you guys what I mean. Wait a second. A S C double I ASCII V L E. See, is it visual? So you can search it later. Okay, like I know meat quality is very low, so it won't be visual. So what is the it does is it basically gives all the alphabet English or mathematics has to offer a specific number from 0 to 256, and then it helps us in programming also. So how I am going to show you now. Wow, a catchphrase. So here, see this. This is a code, a bit interesting one to from the last one. Like the last one was pretty simple. It was just building a right angle triangle with stars, but like a totally symmetrical one with no variation, no interest. Okay, but this one is a little bit different, guys. So what happens here? Let me show you. Can you see? Uh-huh. One second. Yeah, I think it's visible now. Okay. So what happened here? Can you guess what happened? Interesting, isn't it? Let me tell you. This is just the same code as the previous one, but we did something interesting here. Okay, we used the ASCII value and one more operator which we have taught you. Which okay, tell me which operator is this? What we are using it here? I'm waiting for 30 seconds for this specific one. Okay, it is a bit tricky. So tell me, what operator we are using here? Mm-mm-mm. Nope. Try again. Exactly. Well, Akhil, I guess you are from my batch, right? Well, exactly. We are using our favorite cast operator is here. Okay, cast operator is really important operator. Mainly if you are using the language Python, okay, it helps us too much. So we are using cast operator here. What we are doing here is we are converting the integer value to alphabet with the ASCII, like this 64. I'm giving you a task. Like there are many tasks I'm gonna give you today, but this is one new one which I just came up with right now. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you to go and research about ASCII. Okay, so then you will understand this code much better. And guys, one more thing: in programming world, do not expect the term spoon feeding. Okay, like no one gonna do spoon feeding to you. So this is a task for you to learn about ASCII value. And don't worry, I'm gonna give you a lot of tasks today. So right, so guys, so just like the previous code, we are doing here the same, okay, but with just a little bit difference, which we are yeah, including the ASCII value and the cast operator here. Okay, so this is the just the same, and try to came up with what happened here, and do try to imitate this same code, like, and make some changes too. Okay, this is interesting, right? A B B C C D D E E E, right? So you can also try something like A, B, C, uh, D, E, F, something like that. Okay, so it depends on how much interested you are in programming. So okay, and the at the point you are, like yeah, you are capable of doing anything. Okay, so do not think that you are a first year student or anything. You are a first year student. You cannot do something like something this. Okay, this is basic, and you should be able to do it, and you will be able to do it. Okay, so this is a little bit tricky. Let's say little bit tricky, a little bit hard to from the previous ones. What is it? Let me tell you. This is we are printing the pyramid. Okay, have you heard about the pyramid? Who didn't? right? Everyone knows the Egyptian pyramids, right? So here we are just printing the pyramid, okay? I think like some of guys may think that I am doing some magic tricks. Like why am I choosing just 5 here? So let's choose something different here this time. Let's choose 7. Okay, the lucky number of everyone, 7. So the yeah, the size of the this pyramid is 7 base and 7 height. So here we are having a pyramid with base 7, height 7. So pyramid are a bit special than this one. Yeah, these triangles. Okay, why? Can you guess? Like, tell me what, like, how we can print the pyramid? Do you know, guys? If you have any idea, tell me so that I may be able to know. Do you know any of you about how we can do it? I guess adding space after the end. Hmm. Yes, but it's not that only two. Like there is a bit more to this. You remember this one, right triangle? I just told you, so you must remember this. So what we do here, like we just print something like this. Hmm. Mhm. We just print something like this. But okay, in pyramid, let me show you. Huh. And then I will write. So what here happening? Just a second. Sorry. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So now I will show you. So no, see this, like what we are having here is like we are having 1, then 1 2, then 1 2 3. Okay, but you can also see that we are having something like this, and nothing here. Yeah, here, then here. Okay, then here. Okay, then here. Sorry for this. Like I am doing this for the first time, like writing on the screen. So that's why my hand is not very balanced. Okay, so bear with it. 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so this is what's happening here. All right. So what we are doing is first we are printing the 7. Yeah, the 7 spaces. This we are printing the 7 spaces, and then we are printing a star. Then at the second line, we are printing the 6 spaces. Then we are printing 2 stars. Then we are printing 5. And then we are printing 3 stars. And just repeating that one till we make the infamous pyramid. So this is what happening here. And now we are going to move to the code. And I'm gonna just explain you the code. And I want you to learn and make the code on your own. Okay, so that's clear. So let us move ahead. So now we are going to initialize a integer, definitely. Then we are going to input an integer. Then what we are doing here is like you remember in the pyramids we are having 1, then 1 2. Just a second. What we are having here, 1 2, right? And just what? I, wait. Oh no. Oh, sorry guys. I took too much time. I So this is basically the code. Like we are first with this. Like we are just printing the all the spaces. Okay. Then we are printing the our star. Okay, and just we are repeating all these steps till this yeah till this operator fails. Okay, till this operator gives false, and then we will just yeah. And after printing, yeah, we are doing the first line, then we are printing the indel which send us to the second line. Okay, so now the pattern problem has, yeah, I would like to give you some problem. Okay, So for that, I would move to the presentation. And yeah, remember, I want you to print this one and this one. So in total, how many problems have I gave you already? Three things, four things. First is research on ask what ASCII value is. Second is second is second is yeah, learn about all these pyramids, how to write code, and think about a little think about it. Like, what is it? Okay, if you are getting the feel about it, like what it really is, then you will learn. Then you will learn from your heart. Okay, and that is the best thing, and it is very interesting, guys. So now then, let's move ahead with the problem section. And now Amrita will show you some problems related to operators.
Hi again, guys. So before we start the problem, so just tell me like what is your favorite operator right now? Like in the six, which one is your favorite one? Like arithmetic we have bitwise, we have rational, relational, and we have logical operator. We have okay. Someone is saying misc. Interesting, yeah. And I personally like assignment because it helps me so much, and also bitwise because it's complex and also like really good one. So let me share my screen right now and solve one of the problem. So here I'm having a question called and plus or. I hope my screen is visible. Yeah. Yeah, so let's start the question. So let me start with the basic part that every like commonly all the program needs. And then my question starts like what to do more, like how to solve this. Like we are giving the test cases, like yeah, I did that, and also the n value, like let's say the n values, yeah, I did that also. Then how can I get this one? Like what is the concept? Like what to do in here? So if I closely look here, like the question, it says like there are two non-negative integers a and b, and the sum of this two, like a and b, and a a and b plus a or b, that gives the sum of x. So then I go back to the output and see here, like 0 plus 1 is 1, and 5 plus 3 is like again 8. Then I get the, yeah, I can do something. So let's say like there is a 100% thing, like 1 is equals to um, like 1 plus, like let me start the code also, like I got the idea right now. So 1, and let me click on some space, and then the n minus 1. Yeah, I should get the answer right now. Yeah, exactly. So what I did here, exactly I did here, can anyone guess that? So guys, here we have a number like 1 and also like n minus 1, and the sum of it already like always n, right? So it's always the answer. And also I want to know, like, it's not 5 and 3, why? Like, there are possible values and we have so many sets of it which gives that same answer. Like, 1 7 can be 8, and also 2 6 can be 8. So there are many possible values. So we have so many answers for this question. So let's submit it and see. So since the questions are from Codechef, I'm like directly like not advertising, but I'm solving in Codechef right now. But you guys can follow your compilers, like whatever. And also I also like tried more in this question, um, like getting all of the test cases, like let me do that also in this meantime. Like, I want to get all of that. Okay, got something bad here. Like, it happens every time. So here the test cases is like one is correct and it's like partially correct one. So yeah, it happens.
Well, guys, so great, Amrita.
Okay.
Uh, guys, know this, like errors are not like they are the friend of a programmer. Okay, if you are facing it, don't be sad. Okay, like you can be sad, but don't do over. Okay, like it is a common thing to have errors and try to fix them, because with every error we do learn something amazing. Okay, so like we have some great problem for you to solve. Okay, and we will share all these problems in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so do check it out from there, and we will share all the materials of this session there also. uh, Amrita, run the code.
So every time you write a code, there will be like so many ways to solve it. But when it comes to test cases, you have to do that one particular one to get the correct one. But every time you code, there'll be like plenty of options that you guys can choose. And
There
here,
are, yeah.
let me try demonstrating one example.
Amrita, check the line 12 once.
The line two.
Line 12, you put the two semicolons in at the last.
Okay, so that is why it might be not like not.
Yes.
Like it's not the thing actually.
So, okay, move to the.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, yeah. So, what problem we were facing? The input size is quite large for normal integer to for the normal integer. Okay, so here we need to use the long. So thank you, Rishikesh and Utkarsh, for this. Yeah. So actually, we need to use the long. Okay. So then only it will work. Amrita, there
Yeah.
is a lot of noise coming from you. So
Okay. So here we got it.
yeah, great. So
So it's okay to get errors like I got right now. So it's okay, but try the solutions. They're like really easy. Like all these problems are all on the easy levels, and you guys can try them out. And the errors only prove you guys the consistency that you guys can go on. So it's okay. And we're also waiting for the reviews from you guys, like how is the session and all. You guys can comment it out. So, guys, we are having 2 more minutes now. If you guys are having any doubts or any reviews on the session, you guys can drop in the chat box.
yes, Utkarsh, like there were a lot of topic to cover today, so that's why like we had to move a little fast and see. Even after this much, we took 1 hour complete. So yeah, it is a very interesting topic for sure. That's why.
Yeah, we actually like contributed half an hour for the examples only, like the execution part of the codes. And the theory we had to move it fast because the 1 hour is a less time.
And that's
But I
great.
hope it's like